So calculating percentages quickly. Now I think that this is quicker than the more formal way. Now I will put a video on for you for the formal way, but for everyday use I think that this is a much easier strategy. So if we have, supposing I have £40 in my wallet. Now if I were to give you 100% of the money in my wallet, you would get all of it. If I were to give you 50% of the money in my wallet, so if I've got £40 and I were to give you 50%, you would get half. You would get £20. Now if I were to give you 25% of the money in my wallet, you would get a quarter. 25%, remember, is half 50%, so half of half is a quarter. So finding percentages can be quite simple this way. So if you wanted to find 50% of something, you know you're going to find half of it, so you just divide it into two parts. Now if you want 25% of something, you just divide it into four parts. So if I have 10% something, so say I was to give you 10% of the money that I've got in my wallet. Now tens into 100 goes 10, so this is 1/10. So if I want to find a tenth of something, then I just divide it by 10. So if I want a half, I divide it by 2. If I want a quarter, I divide it by 4. If I want a tenth of something, I divide by 10. So for example, if we've got this £40 that's in my wallet and we want 50%, we know that's half. So 40 divided by 2 would give us 20. Now if we wanted to find 25% of this £40, we know that's a quarter. So we just divide 4 into 40, and 4 into 40 goes 10. So you would get £10. Now if we wanted to find 10% of that 40, we would find 1/10. So we would divide 40 by 10, and 10s into 40 goes 4. So 50%, 25% and 10%, very easy. Okay, we're just dividing by the fraction on the bottom. Now this 10% is what will help you find pretty much everything. So let's take another number. So let's say we have £500 and they ask what's 10% of £500. So we're dividing 500, remember, by 10. Now if we go back to the previous videos that I've done, dividing by 10, 100 and 1000, if we divide this by 10, remember the decimal point just comes back 1 because the number gets smaller, so we get 50. And I'm sure you all knew that. So 10% of 500 is just 50. Now if we have 1%, Now 1% is 1/10 of the 10%. Yeah, because 10 times 1 gives us 10. So 1/10, if this is 1/10 of 10%, then 1% must be 1/10 of this amount. So it must be 50 divided by 10, which is 5. I hope that makes sense. So let's take another sum. So let's say we have £800. Okay, and we want to find 10%. So we just divide 10 into the 800. So the decimal point we know moves back 1, so we get 80. Now 1%, remember, is 1/10 of this amount. So 80 divided by 10, the decimal point moves back again, so we get 8. Okay, so let's just make sure that you do actually get this. If you do, I'm really sorry, okay, but I just want to make sure that everybody can understand this. So 10% of 600, the decimal point goes back 1, so we get 60. So if 10% is 60, 1%, the decimal point just goes back 1, is 6. Okay, now it really is that simple. So if we have, let's say we have £300. Okay, now 10% of £300, you're probably shouting at the screen there, is 30, and 1% is 1/10 of this, which is 3. Now I know this seems simple, and maybe you're going, oh God, how much more do I need to know? This is what will help you find any percentage. So for example, if they said, what's 20% of 300? Well, I know 10% is 30, so 20% is 2 lots of the 10%, so that must be 2 lots of the 30, so that will be 60. If they said, what's 30% of 300? Well, 10% is 30, 30% is 3 lots of this 10%, so it will be 3 lots of 30, so this will be 90. So it can't be that easy. So let's see if we can prove you right and make sure that you're right, and this is really, really hard. So let's say they say, what's 21% of 300? Well, I know that 10% is 30. I know 20% is 2 lots of that, so that would be 60. But I've got this 1%. But we've already worked out 1% is 3. So I just add the 3. So I get 63. See, I was right, you were wrong. So if we had 32%, again 10% is 30, so 30% is 3 lots of this, which is 90, plus I've got this 2%. Now I know 1% is 3, so 2% must be twice that, which is 6. So I get 96. Okay, and we can do this for any percentage at all. So it really is that simple. So I do hope that this helps you, and again, it's always practice. Okay, but give it a try. If you didn't understand something that I've told you, just go back and then re-watch